Hey, this is Kate. Excuse me. Hey, this is Kate from Daisy Nails, creating fun, funky, and fabulous nails. We are still on the autumn trail, and this one is a pumpkin and leaf nail. So perfect red. I've already got them out before I started filming, and the Sunstalker. So also going to get an extra little bit of Sunstalker and some Coffee Time, and a bit of Perfect Black as well. Forgot about that. I can't actually remember what this nail looks like. I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going in blind here, guys. Right, so the background is a nice black, Perfect Black from Madam Glam, and into the lamp. With black, you do have to do thin layers because it can wrinkle. Just because it's harder for the light to get all the way through, especially if it's very pigmented like this. So nice thin layers to give that lamp a chance to cure it properly and avoid you getting allergies. Okay, so I went straight onto the black background with my oranges, just to get sort of a slightly darker shade. I was going to say gloomier shade, but it's not quite the word I want, but it is what I mean. So to do this, I just looked at the shape of a pumpkin somebody else had drawn. As I can, the pumpkins, it's French tips, I can do those almost with my eyes closed, but this wasn't going to be one of those. It was actually going to have the base on it as well as the top. So I was making sure that the curves at the bottom matched up with the curves at the top. And then fill that in with more of the Sunstalker. There you go, I sped it up for you. Otherwise this was going to take forever to fill in that pumpkin. And this was a case of chuck it in the lamp and then get another coat on. And then I painted a leaf at the top. So I went down the middle to do like the vein that goes down the middle, and then built the leaf around that. I think this particular one, you can see at the moment, I decided against, wiped off and did a more traditional sort of almond-shaped leaf. I think I gave up on this. It's a bad job after a short while. Well, I could be wrong. No, I don't think I did actually, did I? I just widened it out and made it sort of slightly bumpy rather than what I was doing at the beginning. So, obviously these are not in scale with each other. Or it would either be a very tiny pumpkin or a very massive leaf. Right, so second coat for them both. Which again, because of the speed that I paint, it takes quite a long time, so let's just speed this up. Get that zoomed on there. There we go. Perfect. I hope you're all doing fine. Are you enjoying the autumn? What's it like where you are? I know that one of my viewers is in the very, very far north of Canada. I don't know about anybody else. Tell me what fall/autumn is like where you are. Where I am in the UK, it can be warm, it can be cold, it can be wet, it can be windy. Name a weather. We could be having it. Oh, someone's very angry over there. Look at the road yelling at someone. Keep my head down. Okay, so they have both had their second coats, back in the lamp, full cure. And while it's in there, I'm going to mix the Sunstalker and the Perfect Red together to get a nice dark shade. And this is where I'm going to go round and pick out the details. So around the edge of the pumpkin, and then where the curves come round at the bottom, I'm going to then bring that up to show where the segments of the pumpkin go. Yeah, the nights are getting longer and longer at the moment. We are heading towards the clock change, so I think it's the 27th of October our clocks go back. And our nights get even shorter, or even longer, should I say, the evenings get shorter. I think the last time I did a car park voiceover, it was still light and it's absolutely pitch black now. I do enjoy seasons though. I did live without seasons for a year when I was in Florida. I do miss them. Okay, so on the leaf I'm doing a similar thing. So I'm going down the middle where the vein is, and then around the edge, and then where each of the bumps curves inwards towards the middle, then I'm just bringing that a little bit further in. So now I'm just going to fiddle around with that a little bit around the little in bumps bit. And then once that's done, pop it in the lamp. Could faff a bit longer as well. Okay, so getting a bit of perfect white, just a teeny weeny bit, just to put underneath where I use the coffee time for the stalk. So the stalk is always curved slightly and it goes ever so slightly wider towards the top. So it's like wider at the bottom and wider at the top, and it's kind of slightly narrower in the middle. And putting that stalk in there sort of gives it a bit more of a 3D feel, because it's you can see where it's sort of gone into the middle. And once that's fully cured, going over it with the coffee time. Mix that in a little bit with the black, just so we can put a bit of shading on. Right, this, I cannot remember the name of the company. I got some samples from them, which I paid for, obviously, but, you know, not sort of like big tub, but just a few little baggies of different glitters. It's biodegradable, which I was excited at first until I realised it's actually just going to be encapsulated in gel, so it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. But I went over with a base coat and then used a little brush and picked up some bits of the glitter just to sort of scatter them around on the pumpkin and on the leaf. I think I scattered some around on the black bits as well, if I remember rightly. And when you get glittery, you just sort of get carried away, you know. And then make sure that they are flat against the surface so you don't have any sticky up bits. And pop it in the lamp to cure. Go with a shiny top coat. There it is. So you put the glitter onto the wet base coat, because then once it cures it just holds it solidly in place. And you can go over with that top coat, and there it is. Pumpkin and leaves, some glitter, bit of sparkle, bit of autumn colours, and that's the final thing. Thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Take care. Come back, see my next video, click like, click subscribe, all of that good stuff. I appreciate it. Bye.